Welcome back to Meridian Coast, our small town in Sunshine Peninsula. Our city has grown to a couple thousand residents, and so far they've been enjoying a new elementary school and new parks, but there's still work to be done. As our city expands, new needs arise. We were in desperate need of some public transit for our residents, and the mayor has brought in a bus service to the city. Additionally, there's been an interest in increasing the farmland in the unincorporated area outside of town. There's a lot going on here in Meridian Coast, so let's get started. I'm starting the episode off by giving some attention to our little farm area. I'd like to get another farm in here, so I'm getting rid of the above ground power lines that are connecting to our transformer, and I'm going to build some new ones below ground. I'm going to build some small rows first before placing down my new farm so I can try to maximize the fertile area. This farm area will be temporary for now because I'm really just trying to get some more money coming into the city, so there's less need for imports. This area is fairly far away from the hustle and bustle of the city, but I think I would like it to eventually be its own little town. Workers will have to travel far to get over here, so my plan is to build some really small neighborhoods around the farms. Eventually, I'm going to get rid of the grids that this has been built on to make room for a smaller farming community. level 5 Tiny Town milestone. And for this update, I used my 5 development points on a postal sorting facility, a park maintenance service, and parking areas. So now I'm just going in and I'm going to purchase some more land. My goal really is I want to get to the edges of the map where we have some ocean. So that's why I'm buying some areas that are kind of further out so I can get to the ocean areas. So with this milestone, we got the ability to add in postal services to the city, and also we have the telecom services. So I'm just going to go ahead and put in some telecom towers throughout the city, and I'm trying to kind of give them some space, but I do want there to be some overlap so that we have full coverage for our residents in the city. But I am purposefully leaving some of the farm area out of range just because we don't have anybody living there right now. So once we get some residents over there, we can add in some more towers and some more network coverage. So back over in this main entry point into the city, we have some major traffic going on. So what I'm doing is I'm just replacing this boulevard with a wider road, and then we still have some traffic coming from the highway because most people are turning right to get to the residential area. So in order to help alleviate some of that, I'm adding in another lane. So this will be a 3-lane one-way highway road, and then I'm doing the same thing on the other side to match that. So I am doing this, but I know this is not going to be the end all be all. This is a temporary solution right now because I don't have the I think it's intersections update, so I don't have the intersections update for highways yet, and once I do that, I'll be able to kind of upgrade how this looks right now. So we're still having issues, so I'm continuing to upgrade this other side of my main avenue. And then I'm gonna go back and towards the northern part of the city. I'm saying this is the northern part, but it's really just the northern side of the screen. That is where I'm going to add in some slip lanes to allow people to exit before they hit this main entry point. So before I do that, I'm just gonna move this telecom tower first so I can kind of get it a little bit out of the way. I do want it to serve this area over here, so I don't want to move it too far. But I'm moving it out of the way from where it was. And so I'm gonna place these slip lanes here. And this is also temporary because I have so many streets coming here. I know this is eventually going to be a huge traffic point. So this is going to be temporary as well. So I'm speeding up the game just a little bit so you aren't watching me spend 10 minutes while I make these slip lanes. But coming up, I'm going to go back and we're going to add in some more farming. happy with this. I just wish that I could adjust some of these traffic lights, but you know, it is what it is for now, so it's just temporary. So now we're going to move on back to our farming area, and I'm just going to be placing some more farms. And I think here really I was just trying to take advantage of the fertile land that we have going on, but I'm also going to be placing down a rock, I think it's rock a rock thing. I don't know what you call that, like a rock factory. It's not a factory, but anyway, I'm going to be placing that as well, but it's not going to be in this farm area. It's going to be closer to where we have our waste management building. So yeah, that'll be coming up in the next few minutes. So now I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to place my college, and the college is, well, the reason that I want to go ahead and place it down is because I really want to encourage people to actually use the high school, and I'm not really sure what's going on with high school, but I only have like 35 students and it's eating up a lot of my budget. But I know that we're going to be hitting our milestone to where we'll need some educated workers. So I'm placing this college somewhat close to my residential area, but the main thing is that I kind of want it to be in a central location. So that's why I placed it there, kind of for more like future growth, so to speak. And right now we have a higher amount of commercial demand, so I thought maybe I could place some closer to my residence, back here towards the highway, and see what that does. I'm really learning, like where I need to be placing things in the game, because it's just not as it's just different from CS1. So I'm still learning how to do that, and how the game is working as far as those zone demands. Okay, so now I'm adding in our park maintenance crew. So I'm putting that kind of near our industrial area, just because it's a service building, so I don't want to clog up my commercial area with service buildings. So I'm placing it there, and then we do have some office space available to us to start developing, but I'm gonna wait on that for now. Alright, so for the next few minutes or so, I'm just going to be kind of working on some zoning, and then I'm also going to add in a new welfare office, and I'm also going to be doing a little bit of decorating. So if you've been following this series, I tend to just kind of decorate some empty spaces with trees and bushes, and I'm pretty symmetrical with some of the designs that I do. I just like everything to look kind of cohesive and have a little bit of a pattern, but also not too much of a pattern just because in nature there aren't really patterns like that. But in my opinion, I feel like if we're in a neighborhood or something like that, then we can assume that there is some sort of landscaping service that will plant trees and things of that nature in a pattern. So I'm placing down a couple of parking areas near my higher medium density zones. I believe I set this neighborhood up to have a fee for roadside parking, but I'm honestly, I can't remember if I do or not. So I think that's why I placed that parking area there. But I'm going in, so this area here that is my main industrial area, this area across the way, across from the main avenue that we have, that is going to be our main downtown. And eventually I would like to either convert this industrial zone into offices or, you know, drastically reduce the pollution that is going on here. So that's just a plan for the future. And then, you know, we can reevaluate. But, you know, with this possibly being a downtown area, I do want to start thinking about where am I going to place mass transit and things like that, and like metro. I have not actually played the metro or any trams or anything in this game yet. I've only been playing with the buses, so I'm really excited about that part. So over here, I think I'm going to add in this welfare office. And honestly, the welfare office is just an asset that I like to place down just to take up space. I honestly don't know if it does much. If you have a lot of citizens that are doing really well, I don't know if they're affected by the welfare office or if it's only for citizens that have a low happiness. I'm not sure about that. So I placed that there. I'm going to do a little bit of decorating, and then I'm going to end the video pretty soon. So, but I wanted to thank you all for joining me today, and I really appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for me on the series, or maybe you have some answers to some questions that I've had in the video about just how some things work in the game, leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And yeah, if you don't mind liking the video, actually hitting that like button for me, and subscribe to my channel if you really enjoyed this video and you want to see more of my content. I really appreciate your support. So coming up, we're going to hit that level 6 milestone, and that's pretty much going to be the end of the video. So, but thank you all again. I'm placing down some mailboxes throughout our city, and we didn't get to start on our farming community in this episode, but we'll be on the lookout for that in the next episode. And I know I mentioned that I was going to place down a rock service. I can't remember what those things are called. I didn't place that down in this episode either, so so that will definitely be in the next episode. Alright, so we've made it to level 6, which is the Boomtown milestone. So on my development points, I spend them on sports parks, a water treatment plant, and a fire station. So this is our stopping point. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Thank you all for joining me. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.